Hi, yeah, we just bought a Coachman 2021 Clipper 17 FQS. We're always wondering if the slide motor, electrical wiring. Anyway, we want to know how to manually retract the slide because you can't drive down the road with that slide hanging out like that. You just can't do it, right? So then start looking into how do we pull it back manually in case the wiring or something went bad. Well, this little speed wrench here, 3/4 inch, is for the stabilizing legs. Normally they give you two, one like this, the other one with a 5/8 socket on the end. So then they tell you to go on the opposite side of the slide, and there's a hole that allows you to reach the motor and be able to use that crank to manually crank your slide back in. In fact, I even had one technician tell me he's not sure where the motor is. So just go underneath and with a knife keep hacking away at that plastic waterproof bottom until you find the motor. Luckily I didn't do that because the motor ain't underneath. Remember your slide, you have to take that panel off, which is not easy to do, a lot of screws. And then you find your motor, just like they said, with a 5/8 socket you can retract the slide. One thing to remember is if you have a hole in the outside and you have a crank, in order to pull the slide back in, you turn that crank clockwise. This setup here, in order to pull the slide back, you have to crank it counterclockwise. Here's where the problem comes in. Pull the slide in, let's say you're trying to crank it in. You'll soon realize that no one can fit under here. It's only 10 inches. The motor's 4 feet back. So basically, I had to make an extension, put on the crank, 5/8 socket at the end, in case I ever do need to manually crank my slide in so I can drive this baby home. The other problem is, once the slide is in, you'd have to be pretty skinny to be able to get to the bathroom.